All right, I'll let you get kind of comfy.
Yes.
I'll take a couple more seconds, and I think we're ready to go. Well, welcome to this series, Aria.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here and be a part of it.
Well, we're very, very happy to have you here with us as well today.
Yay.
We've certainly had you on a variety of different projects for Adult Time, and I really
Yes.
wanted a chance to bring you onto this series because not only the amazing work you've done with us, but I know that we had a chance to connect. I think you had seen one of the photos from the series, you'd reached out, and I thought, I'm going to jump on that enthusiasm and bring her onto this series. So welcome and thank you for being part of it.
Thank you.
So let's start with getting to know you a little bit better. Can you tell us a bit about who you are, where you're from, and what it was like for you when you were growing up?
Yeah, so I moved around a lot as a kid. I was born here in California, and then when I was like 3, I moved to Oregon, and then from there, I moved to Texas, and then from there, I moved back to California to Fresno, and then I moved back to Oregon because Fresno was really bad. And then I moved back to California. So, been around a lot, and I feel like all that change really helped bring me to where I am today because I feel like if I hadn't gone through all of that, it would have made me more scared to jump out and try new things. But since I grew up moving schools all the time, meeting new friends, it was always something new. Now, like, I don't care what it is. I'll jump into something, and if it's good, I'll stay with it. And if it's not, then, we'll leave it behind. But that was a little bit about me growing up. Definitely moved around a lot. I was living in Oregon, and COVID had hit my sophomore year, and my high school in Oregon was really bad. Like, I would sit in class, and the kids were so obnoxious that I couldn't even like learn anything. So I never wanted to be there. I didn't feel like it was the place for me. So I ended up dropping out my sophomore year to get my GED because I found out that when you're 16 in Oregon, you can get your GED and graduate as fast as like how smart you are, whatever, as fast as you can learn the stuff. So I went to do that, and I did it for about 6 months, and I was ready to test out. And then boom, COVID hit. And guess what? All the testing centers shut down. So I didn't get to get my GED. And around that time, my aunt was going to California to visit her friend. And I just wanted to go with her to get out of Oregon. And I was visiting her and her friend, and something in me was telling me to stay in California. I don't know what it was, but something was telling me, like, you can't go back to Oregon. Like, there's something for you here. So I ended up moving to California, and I was working at TJ Maxx, and I was about to turn 18, didn't have my GED because I wasn't able to get it. And in California, you have to be 18 to get it. So I was just waiting, and I turned 18. And of course, I was watching a lot of porn, and I was like, wow, like it really fascinated me. Not even that, like I wasn't really getting off to it too much because when I get off by myself, I like being in my own head. But I was looking more at the art of it, and like I was diagnosing it and seeing like, wow, like people, there's so many different things you can do with sex. And I just got really, really fascinated about it. And I feel like I started manifesting being a porn star without knowing it. Because I genuinely was going to be a stripper. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start stripping and we'll figure it out from there. Go get my GED, whatever. But I made an OnlyFans, and an agent hit me up, and he was like, "I think you would be a really good porn model." And he like sent me some of the other models, and I talked to them, and they were telling me about their experiences, and like immediately I was like, "This is it. Like this is the door that's opening for me that I need to walk through." And so he told me, he was like, take your time, think about it. And I was like, honestly, I have been before you even contacted me and booked me for my first shoot. Like, I just wanted to go straight into it and see how it was. And I got booked my first shoot, and it was up in Studio City, like in the hills in this huge house. And I remember going and like getting my makeup done. And when I was younger, I always wanted to be a model, like always wanted to be a model. But one of my family members was like, "You're too short," or she was a little crazy. But yeah, she knocked my dreams down a lot. So being in that makeup chair and like getting my makeup done and then like having wardrobe out and everything, it just felt so like unreal and like, damn, like, you know what, I did it. Like, fuck what everyone else thinks or says. Like, you know what, I'm doing this. And I did the shoot, and it was so fun. Even though I honestly didn't really know what I was doing, I don't think I can go back and watch that scene because I've evolved so much from then. But it really like opened my mind up to so much. And because I was very, very nervous going, obviously. I was like, am I gonna get kidnapped? And I don't know what's gonna happen, but like this seems good. So yeah, I did it, and it just opened my eyes that not everything is scary. Even if things seem scary, why not try it? Because you don't know what doors it can open. And porn has honestly opened some of the best doors for me, and I couldn't be happier with like my life right now. So when I first got in the industry, it was funny because I hadn't had sex in like 8 months. I was pretty vanilla, not gonna lie, pretty vanilla. And the first time I even ever got with a girl was on camera for a porn shoot. Like, I didn't even know at this time, a lot of my friends were starting to get to know their sexuality. Like, so many of my girlfriends were like, yeah, I'm bi. Like, I like girls. And I was like, I had never tried it, so I was like, I can't say. Like, I don't know if I like girls. I don't know what I like. But yeah, I had my first threesome with a girl and loved it. Oh my God, she turned me by like that. I was like, okay, yes, I am into girls. Like, this is fun. I love the feminine energy. Like, it's so amazing. But and then after that, started working with more girls, and then I started going to play parties, and there was a bunch of trans people at the play parties, and just like a whole genre of a bunch of different people. And being in porn made me realize that I don't like a certain type of person. Like, I'm not attracted to looks or like a certain gender. I call myself pansexual because I like anybody. If I can vibe with you, if we have that connection, I don't care what's between your legs. I don't care what's on your chest. I don't care what your face looks like. If I can genuinely connect with you on that level, then we got it, you know? So porn has definitely showed me that like I am a pansexual little slut, and I love it so much. The fact that they don't think we're as horny, and also I feel like men think that they can just sometimes just lay us on a bed and start fucking us, and we don't need any foreplay or anything before. Because I know me, like, before I start having sex, I want foreplay. I want that connection. I want us to build that really heavy connection before like even inserting anything inside. Cuz me and my partner, like there's been times where I wasn't able to fuck and we would just be like on each other and like dirty talking and just like breathing and flowing, and like it felt like I got like an energetic orgasm from it without him even doing anything to me. And I feel like people really need to just take a moment and not rush into things and like be very present while you're having sex, because it is a very intimate and beautiful thing. And it's very easy to get disconnected while you're in that. And it's very easy for your mind to wander and be disconnected while you're having sex. And while you're having sex, it's important to be present. You want to be present, enjoying, and like, if you are fantasizing about stuff in your head, that's different than wandering off and thinking about, oh shit, I have to feed the dogs. Or like, so I feel like foreplay in the beginning, breathing together, holding each other, talking, really just sets the mood to be so that you can just be in it and fully indulge in it the whole time. I do remember. So the first time I remember I was like sitting on my knees and my clit like hit my foot and I was like, whoa, that feels good. And I remember kind of like grinding on my foot a little bit because I was like, what is this feeling, I never felt it before. And so I got very curious. I went into the bathroom and obviously didn't have any toys or anything, but I think I used a toothbrush. I mean, who has it? But I'm pretty sure it was a toothbrush that I used. And I started using it and I was like, yeah, this is okay, but like it's not doing much. And then I remembered back to the feeling of like my foot hitting my clit, and I was like, maybe there's something there. So I started using my fingers and kept going until I had an orgasm, and I was addicted after that. Oh, girl, whenever I have the time, whenever I'm home alone, when my partner leaves, I'm grabbing that vibrator, I'm putting on a show, maybe putting on some music. I love pleasing myself. One thing I really love doing when I please myself too is I love like manifesting or thinking of things I want. And then when I have my orgasm, I like just picture that I have everything. And it's brought me a lot of my manifestations really quickly. I just wanted to share that. So there's definitely a lot of factors that porn has taught me about taking care of myself while having sex. And also the greatest part is that everyone I sleep with now is tested. And it's so crazy to me because so many of my civilian friends that aren't like anywhere near this world never get STD tested, don't know anything about boric acid or even to pee after having sex. So many people don't know that you're supposed to pee after having sex. It's really crazy, and I feel like as a woman these are very important things that we should be taught about, and I feel like they should be teaching this stuff in sex ed class, because it like you don't get this stuff just because you're in porn. It happens everywhere every day. And the sad thing is I wouldn't have known how to cure or treat myself without going to a doctor unless I was in porn. Otherwise, I would have never known about a lot of things. things. I think just be completely vulnerable and confident with yourself. Listen to yourself. Your body will tell you exactly what it needs. Um, like I said before, you have something someone else wants, and someone else will always have something you want. We're always looking for something in someone else instead of looking at ourselves and seeing what we like. So, for me to you, sit in the mirror and look at yourself and tell yourself everything you like about yourself. It's such a beautiful thing, and the more that you talk confidently about yourself, the more you will feel it. Because I was a very, very, very insecure person, like with my body, with my, like, everything for no reason. And my partner actually was the one that taught me. There was this one day we were going out, and I was like, I just feel so ugly. And he was like, dude, you could be wearing a trash bag right now, and what the fuck is gonna happen to you? Like, no one's gonna like hurt you. Nothing's gonna happen, you know? So just genuinely be yourself, don't give a fuck. And when you start having that energy and that mindset, you're gonna start surrounding yourself with people that see you for you, and they don't see any flaws in you because they see you for you. And if you are around people that do make you feel insecure, maybe lose those friends, because when you're around people, you should feel super secure and like you can just fully be yourself. So, yeah, definitely just remember that you have something that someone else wants, and just be yourself. Even though it's hard, it is a hard thing, even if you don't exactly know who you are. Just don't give a fuck. Fly around the world doing whatever you want, ferry around, and everything that is here for you will beautifully come to you. That's what I believe.
It all can be manifested, right?
It all can be manifested if you just switch those little bad voices into good voices, even though it's hard sometimes.
Thank you so much, Aria. It was such a pleasure to talk to you today. I think we're now going to go ahead and film another piece that's maybe going to show a little bit of what we talked today. So I'll go ahead and invite you off of the set so you can go ahead and come over here.